Harvey, I was not going to address this because, quite frankly, I think you're just trying to stir up drama. Um, I never told you where you could and couldn't go, but as a channel owner, I have the right to allow who I want to be in my hangouts and who I don't. And your theory of, well, Dave must be changing. He gave Mallory $500. You really are dumb if you don't see what he's doing, Harvey. This is a man who has belittled you, who has demeaned you, who tried to take your channel down, who you came to me numerous times in numerous emails bitching about. Dave, you swore you were never going back over there because of how he had treated you. Um, he got a strike one time and he blamed it on you. He went around cussing you out and blaming the strike on you. So for the life of me, I don't know why you would want to be over there. Everybody says you're an e-beggar. Don't know if you are or not. Maybe since you mentioned the money about Mallory, maybe that's what you're wanting is money or something. I don't know. Dave, much like Kat, has never done one thing from the goodness of his heart, nor has she. They are totally ego driven people. Their real lives have been exposed that they're nothing like the lives that they portray on here. And they weren't lives that were believed anyway. Nobody believed the lies that they were coming up with. Dave sitting there the other night saying he's got a $2.4 million credit limit. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Maybe he's trying to turn over a new leaf, but he's still putting up stupid, childish videos with all of our faces in it, thinking that he's going to piss us off. He can make all of the pictures he wants to make about me. Don't care. Don't care. But I'm not having someone in my side chat that supports Dave. Dave has been worse to me in a lot of ways than Kat has, and that's hard to top. That's very hard to top. This is a man during the time that my mother died, said that he was going to stalk me and he was going to my mother's memorial. Went on and on and on and on about this. 2 days prior to my mother passing, everyone knew she was in hospice. And Dave and Becca said they hoped my mother dropped dead. How would you feel, Harvey? You've gone on and on and on about your mother and the troubles and situations that she's had being robbed and whatnot. How would you feel if Dave said that to your mother? Or God forbid your mother passed away and Dave said he was going to crash the memorial. Not because he was going to be there to be supportive, mind you, but because he was wanting to do something to disrupt the place. Also using Rosie as a example, Harvey, you're smarter than that. Ever since January, December, whenever it was when she met Dave, she lost a lot of support. She was told by her closest friends that had been on panel with her, that had her back for years, that if she met with Dave, they were done. And they've been done. And then after the fact that she met him, she still said she didn't regret it. Now, this is a man who just yesterday was calling Rosie a man instead of a woman and saying that she was an e-beggar. But he's supposed to be Rosie's friend doing that. Dave is not changing for anybody. And Carrie Briggs, I would appreciate it if you don't want me to discuss you, that you keep my name out of your mouth. I'm sent screenshots constantly where you're talking about me. You don't know who I trust. You don't know who I talk to. You don't know who I like. And you don't know the situations behind most things. And furthermore, you don't care. Because the people that you associate with are shitbags. You associate with the lowest form of the low. No, I don't want anything to do with you, Carrie, because you associate with Corey, someone who harassed our daughter, who called the hospital when she was on life support, and called the funeral home and has made all kind of manner of trouble regarding our grandchildren. Dave and Corey both are pathological liars that have basically been given the boot out of this community for a reason. Why don't you pop in a side chat somewhere other than theirs and ask some people about them? Because you're in bed with the lowest form of the low. So don't try to tell people what I have said to you or what you think, or I think Lindy feels that. Nobody knows what Lindy feels or thinks but me. I know who I can trust and who I can't trust. And I don't deal with flip-floppers, which brings us back to you, Harvey. You go anywhere the wind blows that you think you're going to get some attention. Dave gave Mallory money for one reason, so that he could make it think and people believe that he was really still rich. The man would eat pork and beans for a month if his ego let him have other people thinking that he's rich. It wasn't from the goodness of his heart. And if you think that, then I don't know what to tell you, because that makes you dumb as a rock. Dave is never going to change. He is a pathological liar. He faked having cancer. He faked having kidney disease. He faked all the cars that he said he owned. He has lied repeatedly about me. Repeatedly. The lies that he's told on me in the last 4 or 5 days, while you sat over there with a wrench in his side chat, is that I lived in some house that I didn't live in, that he doxed. Claimed, swore up and down, you tell me how this is a good man, swore up and down that he had video of me coming in and out of that house. Where's the video? The house doesn't belong to us. I showed the property owner was a different Thomas Duncan, who was 40 years of age. 40 years of age. My Thomas is 58. Then he claimed that I live in a fifth wheel and that I drive a Jeep Cherokee. Wrong on both of those as well. Why would I want to have someone that supports Dave in my side chat? I think that would be pretty simple, Harvey. I think that would be pretty simple. I've never told you where you can and can't go. You can go wherever you want to go. But when I don't like who you associate with, I can close the door on you. And that's what the majority of us do with the people that support Dave. We're not going to be supportive of people that support Dave. And you knew that. You knew that because you and I have had plenty of discussions about it. When you were trashing Dave, we've had plenty of discussions about it. And Mallory didn't just give you a wrench. You went over there and asked for one. I don't know why anybody would go anywhere and ask for a wrench. That's something I can't wrap my head around. But Mallory is another piece of shit. No, I wouldn't have blocked you from going to Mallory's, but you add Mallory onto Dave? Yeah, I would. And this is not because anybody told me to block you. Have people messaged me about you? Sure have. Lots of people have messaged me about you and sent me screenshots of you over there. So it was a decision that I made because you being over there goes against everything that you've told me in the past. I don't deal with flip-floppers. You can't trust flip-floppers. So you can do and go wherever you want to go. That's your prerogative to do that, just as it's my prerogative to do that. But as a channel owner, I can also block you. And you're smart enough to know that you were going to get blocked if you went over there after the discussions that you and I have had. But no, I will not associate with anybody who associates with Dave. He is a piece of shit. He's a pathological liar. He's a stalker and a would-be bully if he would ever leave his house. Every time his mouth is moving, he's lying. And then he says, oh, it's just MFD. MFD is just an excuse for lies, just like Malorizing is just an excuse for lies and bullying. So enjoy your MFD and enjoy your Malorizing and enjoy your wrenches and enjoy your new friends. I am quite sure I'm not going to be the only block that you get because most of us VoIP people will not associate with Dave. They just won't. And I didn't read all of your comments. Somebody said that Mama Beth Worrell's Lies had left you a comment. Go pop some more pills, lady. You know, every time you open your mouth, you're lying too. I have never gotten more messages before than when I did that video the other day. You are one hated woman. One hated woman. Sit there and lie and say that you've seen somebody talk to somebody in my real life that saw me take pills. No, you did not. That's a lie because it's never happened. I have never been high on medication in my life. Never. I don't drink. I've never even smoked pot. And I'm 51 years old. Haven't had a drink in years just because I've never been a big drinker. Nobody's ever heard me online slurring it up, but they have you plenty of times. And I find it ironic that you said sometimes your TIA from years ago could cause you to slur, but yet you said that Vinny having a TIA wouldn't mean anything, that it wouldn't have any repercussions. You're just a big old lying, walking contradiction, you and your 14 pill bottles laying on your nasty table beside your bed. Every time you talk, people laugh because you're a laughing stock. So run anywhere you can to talk bad about me. It's not true, and nobody's believing you. Y'all have a great night.